I can start with some updates on the library maybe, and then Boris and Lubu can continue. So last 2 weeks I fixed an issue with the video mutes. After some updates, we started doing offer answer on video mutes because we are removing the video stream actually, and now we fixed that. So the changes should be only set local, set remote description locally without sending any jingles, and yeah, so that's pretty much of my work. Maybe another interesting news would be that I think Jitsi Meet now is using the library. I mean this deployment. We also fixed a bunch of Nemesis integration issues, and so Pavel fixed many of those. I think Yana fixed the problem that was causing 4:3 ratio of the video instead of 16:9. And about our progress, maybe Boris or Lubu can continue.
Okay, I can share that we did a renewed implementation of the remote bitrate estimator, and which caused our video conferences in simulcast to have higher quality, video quality, and for that quality to be reached much faster. Additionally, we continued work with Brian from High Five on long polling for the REST API so that events could be delivered from the video bridge to the clients in that scenario. And that's for me.
So as the others already mentioned, the mid.jit.si instance has been updated and now uses the master branch from about 2 weeks ago, I think. So that includes a GTMate version, which is based on the library. It includes video bridge with almost all of the simulcast fixes. Most of the issues that we know about, those were related to DTLS. An issue with this one is Lubu's work actually. An issue where FMJ would complain that it sees an unexpected payload type. As far as I know, has been fixed now. The Maven versioning that we talked about last time has been implemented, so now builds are reproducible. If you need to build, for example, video bridge from a given tag, you only need to check out the tag and run Maven on it. This works from, I think it's from build from tag 640 onwards. So I have a list here, but I'm recording, so I'm gonna take a very quick look at it. So there has been many fixes in the interface. I think Yana did most of them. These were stuff like keyboard shortcuts being broken, as Christo said, black stripes, and some more. George has been working on doing an evaluation of simulcast to see what exactly we gain when we use it. And he discovered, if you use the keyboard shortcuts, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the keyboard shortcuts, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use the black stripes, you gain 1 second. And if you use an interesting problem where the different simulcast streams use different offsets in their RTP timestamps. So we suspect this might be causing prolonged, short intervals of the video staying black, and it also might cause these unexpected NAC requests from the receiver. We're not sure whether this is a problem in Chrome or whether this is by design. We used to work with the assumption that the offsets in the RTP timestamps for all simulcast streams would be the same, but we observed that they're not, although we observed that on Hangouts, for example, they are. So I don't know what the exact details here are. I don't know how this is going to be solved. On the adaptive last stand front, we have some minor fixes to the last stand code. I think we merged a couple of contributions. We also decided to not go directly for adaptive last stand, but go for adaptive simulcast first, meaning that based on the available bandwidth to the receiver, instead of lowering n if we are sending more than we have, we are going to drop the highest quality simulcast layer first. This can be combined with adaptive last stand, but we observed that in most circumstances, the highest quality simulcast layer takes significantly more bandwidth than a couple of thumbnails or 180p video streams. So this is what we are going for next. I don't really have any ETA on that. And I think that's all that we have as far as updates, at least all that I have.
Yeah, I just remembered a couple of things while we were speaking. So one of the things that I did was I'm continuing my effort to optimize the video bridge, even though not in big steps. So one thing that I did, and which should help though in a very little noticeable way, something like 3% of the total execution that is being happening, which isn't much, but that's a relatively easy fix in FMJ, which the video bridge uses, and that's been done. So on the subject of what's next, I think I'm going to start trying to speed up the connection time from the point of view of the XMPP client, the client side of Jitsi Meet, which is maybe a long task, something for 2 weeks, but we are hoping to bring down the time it takes to enter a conference. Yep, that's it.
I have two more things actually. Can you hear me? I think there's an interface issue here.
Yeah, I hear.
All right. So we released a project named Ghibli that's in its very first stages. We hacked it up in a day or two during our last Atlassian Ship It project. What it does is it runs a browser in a Selenium environment, rendering in a frame buffer, captures the output with FFmpeg, and optionally sends the stream to YouTube. It has a little thin XMPP client, which has start and stop commands. We released this as open source. It's currently not used anywhere, so setting it up is going to be not a simple task. It requires a separate branch of gkurfu, and I don't know what kind of configuration in the client. So we're hoping that if people want to work on this on their own, they have the ability to at least see our progress. And yeah, the name Jibri comes from a Bulgarian word which means stuff that you use to ferment alcohol, so it's kind of funny. It's in the usual place in the Jitsi organization on GitHub. Any feedback there would be welcome. Another thing we are applying for the Google Summer of Code 2016. Right now we are updating the page on the website with the project ideas. As soon as this is done, we're gonna submit the application, and then we'll see if we get accepted. There's going to be a process where students are going to apply, and well, you can read about how GSOC works on their webpage. But in case anyone has any ideas for the project that they think might be appropriate for GSOC, we would like to hear from them. That's all.
So if anybody has any questions, comments.
I guess I have one question for the Jitsi meet and the simulcast stuff. I guess you're saying that it's fairly stable at this point. So for those that haven't experimented with it yet, might be a good time to start, right?
Yeah, simulcast should be in a position where it's suitable for initial testing by third parties in developers. But please keep in mind that there are still issues that need to be solved, and please report them back to us so that we can do that.
Are you guys on the simulcast side looking at like one strategy, or do you think it could be adapted? I mean, obviously, for more general use, simulcast can be configured for different strategies, like you know, you might want to allocate some streams to mobile, or maybe not even specifically, just sort of adaptively move from one stream to the other. Is there a way to do that, or is that being thought about? I guess maybe. Hopefully, I'm asking that question in a good way.
So, as far as like automatic strategies on the server side, I think we're pretty much settled on a single strategy, and then doing adaptive simulcast on top of that, but probably Bobby's gonna have more to say here on the subject. I don't think that currently we're working on anything that would allow the clients to make such a strategic decision. I think it's mostly automatic. Bobby?
Yeah, so
Bobby?
we have discussed a few times the possibility of allowing clients to specify in detail what kind of streams they want to receive, so that they can say, for these two endpoints, I want always the highest quality, but for all the others, I want low quality always. Just we've been thinking about a general syntax to do this, but we haven't implemented it. The only control that the client has right now is its signals to the bridge, a single endpoint called the selected endpoint, and this endpoint will be streamed in high quality while all others will be in low quality. The adaptive part will optionally drop the high quality for
Okay,
the special
good. Yeah,
endpoint.
I'm just glad to hear you're thinking about other strategies. Perfect. Thanks.